Hello everyone, welcome to Projects with Gaurang, and today we are going to continue with our Flashcard app. So in previous videos what we have done is that we have made this error page and we have implemented the login functionality. So now in this video what we are going to do is we are going to apply the login check and we are going to make the add questions page. So what do I mean by login check? Let me reopen this first so that I can show you properly. So now I am at localhost 3000. First open the inspect element and the console. So type session storage here. Session, not yeah, session storage. See, the storage length is 0. What does that mean? It means that I am not logged in. So I should not be at this page. I should be at login page. So if someone tries to go to this page, how will I redirect them automatically to the login page? That first login, only then you can see the page. So that we are going to do today, and in add questions what we are going to do is we are going to make a form through which you can add the questions. So first let's start with the login check. For this, open the navbar file and first we will get the user email. So const user email equal to session storage dot get item user email, and after this we will need a function called use navigate. So it is a React router hook. Now we are going to use the use effect hook. So use effect, and it takes two arguments. First is the function and second is the array of variables on which it should re-execute itself. This empty array means that it should execute only one time. So I will make a function const check login user equal to an arrow function, and we will check if there is no user email, then navigate to slash login, and then we will use this function check login user. Save it and see what happened. I was not logged in and I got automatically redirected to the login page. Now if I try to go to the home page, let's see what happens. I got redirected to the login page. So this is the check. This also protects the app. So now if I log in through this, and now our login is successful and we are redirected to this page. So this was the login check. Now we should focus on the logout functionality, because we have logged in but now we have to focus on logout. So for logout we will create a function called logout user, and whenever you click on it, this function will be executed, logout user. So now let's make this function. So const logout user equal to, now this will be an asynchronous function because these login, logout, data updates, these are always asynchronous functions. So that's why I'm making the function asynchronous. And now first we will try await sign out, and we will pass the auth object from Firebase. Then we will clear the session storage and we will navigate to slash login. This, if it happens then it's okay, but if there is some error, so now we need to catch the error. So catch and alert with error dot message. So now our logout functionality is also there. Let me show you, but first let's save it. So now click on logout, we are at login. And if you want to check about session storage, so you can also check. See, the session storage is empty. Now let's log in and see what happens to session store. And it is saying login success. So okay. And then if I try to do session storage, see, storage contains user email, and now we can access the user email. Now let's start with add questions page. Now add questions page will be, let me first open the app here. So login into it. Okay, yeah, this will be the add questions page. So here also I will log in to show you. So we are going to work on this. Now before we start working, we have to make sure that we can navigate to that page. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this li to link, and I'm going to give it a true property, not true. Add questions. Save it. Then we will go to app.js, alt set route, and path will be add questions. Make sure that the path we are using here is exactly the same as we are using here. Then element will be wrapper, and there will be a component called add questions page, and then close it. Now this will throw error when I save it. First we have to create this add questions. For this, go into components, make a folder, add questions, and make a file, add questions.jsx. Save it, and then rfce. Remove this, save this, and now we have to import it. So it sometimes it shows by hovering over it, but if it is not showing, then you can simply import it also. Import add questions. Now this add questions page is imported. Save it, and okay, there is some typo. Now it will work. Yeah. Now if I go to add questions, it is working. So as you can see, the add questions tab is now not working properly. The styles are not working. So let's first focus on that. It is a very simple fix. Go to navbar, and here I have put link, turn back to li, and put link here. Link, and the to property also, cut and paste it here. Now save it, and now our styles are also working properly. So now we can start working on our page, the add questions page. For this, first go to add questions folder and make another file, add questions.css. Save it and paste these styles. Now these are very simple styles, so you can pause the screen and see. So save it, close it, and also some pages which I don't need for now, I'm closing them. and import the CSS file here. Import dot slash add questions dot CSS. Save it. Now we can start working on our styles and the functionality. So first remove this and make a form. And also we will be using the use state hook. Use state. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare two variables. First is question and set question, which will be use state and an empty string. Then const answer, set answer, and it will also be an empty string in the start. Then in the form we will put the class name as add question form, then a div with a class name of add question, then one more div, div, and we will give it a class name of add question container. Question container. Then we will use the label. So in HTML for put question, here also question, and in class name put add question label. Question label. After this we will use an input tag and type will remain text. Then ID will be question, name will be question, value will be the variable we used, and class name will be add question input. And one more thing, which is on change, it will be e and one arrow function. So set question e dot target dot value. And one more property, which is placeholder. Placeholder will be question. Then copy this add question container, Control C and Control V. Now change this question to answer. Answer space. Then here ID will be answer, name will be answer. For question we will change it to variable answer. Then here we will change the function, and we will change the placeholder also. So save it, and now we have our form. The last thing we need is the submit button. So for button we will make it outside this. Let me show you first. We will make it outside the add question and inside the form. So button with a class name of add button, and the type will be submit, and here we will put add question. Also one more thing, we need the on click, that what happens when we click it. So we will define an arrow function here, handle add question. We will pass the event. So now let's define this function. So const handle add question will be taking event and we will make this function. But first we need to do event dot prevent default. Now why we are doing this? Because in form what happens, the default behavior of this submit button is refresh, and I don't want to refresh because on refresh I will lose the data. So that's why. After this we will use one variable which is user email. So const user email equal to session storage dot get item user email. It is just to check whether our user is logged in or not. So if there is no user or if the user email is empty, then we will navigate. Wait a minute. Let me first also define the navigate. So const navigate equal to use navigate, and we will navigate to login. After this we will use try catch block, catch the error, and we will alert with the error. In try block, first get the user docref, which will be equal to doc db users and user email. Then we have to check the docref path because we have to check whether we are accessing the right path or not. So it's an easy way to check it. Then I will be putting the data to be added to file store. This will be const data equal to question will be question and answer will be the answer. Then we will add a new document with the data. Then we will await because it will be an asynchronous task. So update doc, and we will be using user docref, and the questions will be getting an array union and data. So this await is showing error. To solve this, simply make this function asynchronous and save it. Now for the proper functioning of this function, we will need one more function in our login page. So yeah, this function will be after this. But what we can do is we can call that function before the session storage, and this will be await check and create user collections. See, the approach here is that as soon as you log in, if you are the first time login user, like you just logged in first time, there should be an object waiting for you so that we can use that particular object in add questions. So this is the approach. So go back to login and pass user email as the argument. Then we will define that function. It will be const check and create user collections equal to async email arrow function, and we will get const user doc ref equal to doc db comma users comma email. Then const user doc will be await, not get, await get doc user doc ref. Then if there is no user doc, means the user just logged in first time. So we are going to use exists function here. We will await set doc, pass the user doc ref, and create the new document. So it will be created at, this will be the current date when you log in, then one array for questions which is empty, and one array for results which is also empty. Save it, and here you can see we have found an error that doc is not defined. So it is very simple, just import the doc from here. Now save it. Now we don't have any error. So first log out, then again log in. And our login is successful. Now in this, what you will see is our collection in your Firestore. See, users, my email, created at, and the questions and results. So go to add questions, and we will add one question. Let's suppose the question is favorite programming language, and my personal favorite is Java. So add question, and here I guess the question is added. See, the question is in our questions array in this Firestore. So one more thing which I think I should add is that when we add question, we have to alert, because we are not knowing that the question is added. So alert question added successfully, and we should clear the inputs also. So set question will be an empty string, set answer will be an empty string. So save it, and we have to clear it first. Let's suppose the second question is favorite channel, and the answer will be projects with Gaurang. Add question, question added successfully, and the inputs are cleared. Just to see that the question is added here also, see, projects with Gaurang and favorite channel. So this we have added here. So that's all for this video. In next video we will move on with further features. We will make the questions list and the flashcard. So till then, bye and take care.